I posted late last night, exhausted and excited. And the prospect of bringing community together, I ask that you watch yesterday's message. It is an invitation to community. And this is something I hold so dear and close to me. And the beautiful part about doing this work is that it takes a decent amount of introspection. It really does. But once you hit the threshold point, not only is it not about you and your narrative, but it is about being able to hold space and heal each other. And it happens simply from your testimony and your own work being mirrored by community. That's part of what the vibrational arc will bring, along with a lot of context of where we are right now in the world. Um, Maybe what we don't want to look at in the world, because to ignore evil, I used to be of the school that ignoring evil made it lose energy, and that to acknowledge it meant that you were giving it power. That's not the truth. A willful ignorance and a determined naive mind is just as dangerous as someone who's actively being evil. You need to understand the reason that we feel this pressure is there is pressure. We are up against it. And that's one of the reasons that community now, uh, being together to touch that experience is more important now than ever. I respect if you do your own private work. I honor it and I absolutely bless it. And you can get very, very far being deeply introspective. But I am telling you, in community, first of all, your blessing to the group by sharing your work is so exponential to everyone around you. And in that mirror, you will heal more as well. Dr. Lenny Izzo and I are presenting this in two ways. For those fortunate enough to be in proximity, we definitely want to do this live in person. But it was also really important to us to be able to extend it for people that don't live in our immediate vicinity. And that is what the 25th will be about. It will be about coming together, getting a little bit of context and perspective, but really just experiencing others that are like you, because you are not alone. That isolation that is being thrust on us once again is a lie, a lie. And it is designed to keep us apart. When do we feel the most divided against ourselves? When we lose touch with our source, when we lose touch, when we feel like we've lost touch with God. We've never lost touch with God, but we feel that we've lost touch with God. And that is always the lie. Division is always the lie. Unity is our natural state. And I invite you to become part of that unity and just allow yourself to experience it. I'm more than excited, as you can tell, because I know that this is needed. And I also know that when you get a certain mass of like minded people together for a benevolent purpose, the world can change. And how does it change? It changes with every individual building their own power and taking a little bit, a measure of control back into their lives of what they are deciding to put out. So I am so honored and thrilled to offer this invitation, and more details will follow. But the invitation is there. And I offer to you, let yourself feel it. Where do you feel it? And let yourself tune into that. And if you are triggered by it, look at that too. That is what has come up for me today. And I will see you tomorrow.